Welcome to FFT Championship Prime Time, your Week 3 report. High scoring week, fun week of action. My favorite team, man, dropped 70 points this weekend, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. Let's take a look at what happened in the FFT Championship, shall we? Your top teams this week: Claire from the Rice Division leads the way at 211.62, followed closely by Zach, 203.66 from the Dickerson Division. I was really surprised there were only two teams that cracked 200 points. I thought of it as one of the highest scoring fantasy weeks I can remember in recent memory. Only two teams over 200 shows the quality of drafting that occurred across these divisions, that in 22 different divisions, only two teams had the firepower to get to 200. Very impressive drafting by everybody. Travis came in third from the Sayers Division at 198.28. John, also from the Rice Division, two of the top five teams this week. Very impressive. Luckily, they didn't play each other. 194.08. And finally, Mark, longtime player in the FFT Championship, Staubach Division, 192.32 this week. Wait, I always like to look at the best team of the week, Claire. Here's what she rolled out here. I was stunned to see no Miami Dolphins on Claire's list, but that's okay. She had plenty of other talents to go around. We scored 211, plenty of good players on her team. Trevor Lawrence, kind of a mediocre game out of her quarterback. Ken Walker and Josh Jacobs certainly getting the job done in the running back position, especially Ken Walker, 30 points for him. Wide receivers where she's made her money. Stephon Diggs, 19.1. Mike Evans, 17. Keenan Allen, 47.46. Christian Kirk in here as well at 15.4. Awesome receiving core on this team. Should carry her a long ways in this league. Hunter Henry, 3.7. Out of the tight end position. Kicker and defense, what really put over the top, Jason Myers and the Bills defense, both with strong efforts this week. Bills, none of that mess against my team this weekend, though. Let's give up a lot of points. What do you say, boys? All right, looking at your closest game of the week, the Sanders Division. We had Christian Lopez at 152.02, narrowly touching out Brian and Leanne Smith, 151.58. This game was super close to the end. Christian had Devonta Smith going on against three different players from this Tampa Philly game. So this thing was going really down to the end. If you watched this game, the Eagles had this big lead. Tampa Bay scores to get within 2 touchdowns early in the fourth. Philly gets the ball and basically never gives it up. Tampa has 3 timeouts. They're not using these timeouts. I do not know why they're not trying to get the ball back. Whatever. So that takes Chris Godwin, who was on the Smith team, out of the equation. But they also have DeAndre Swift, who is just crushing in this game. Looks like a much better player. The Nick Sirianni's already said, I'm going hot-handed running back. DeAndre Swift is killing it. He didn't even see the field for this last 10-minute drive. Kenneth Gainwell's getting all the carries on this drive. Why? I don't know. I would have put DeAndre Swift in the game. But the Smiths have DeAndre Swift on their roster. If he gets in that game, gets like 5 yards, they go ahead and win this game. Unbelievable finish here. This one, Christian had to be sweating this one right down to the wire. He does come away with the win. And on our next slide, you'll see him again because Christian is one of your top 10 teams on the season so far. He comes in 7th out of the Sanders Division, 3-0 with a strong point scored. Now, the way we get these standings overall is what we do is record first, then point scored to break those ties. Obviously, at this time of year, going to have a ton of teams with the same record because we don't have a ton of separation. All the teams at the top are going to be 3-0. There are certainly 2-1 teams that have scored more points than some of the teams on this list, but you have to be 3-0 to make this list at this time. Sam Holliday from the White Division continues to lead the way, 3-0, 510.5 points scored on the season. Very impressive through 3 weeks. Hunter Hines was on this list last week, remains on this list this week out of the House Division. Jeremy out of the Moss Division, longtime player in the FFT Championship in 3rd place. Danny, been with me from the starts in my own Merino division, has competed with me for years in this division. We need to slow it down a little bit. I cannot score points the way you're scoring points. So let's just cool it. I have Jonathan Taylor. Maybe he comes back. You can keep scoring points like this, but let's just cut it out for right now. Number 5, Mike and Unitas. Number 6, Peyton, Marvin. Number 7, Sanders Division, Christian. Number 8, Hallis Division, Jeremiah. Hallis Division, 2 teams represent this list. Number 9, Staubach Division, Michael Gray. And finally, the Moss Division, a second competitor from the Moss Division as well, Jay Rodriguez in 10th place. Finally, Team Name Tuesday, Mayfield of Dreams. I like this one a lot. Mike and the Hallis Division came up with this one. The reason I like this one, I come from a kind of baseball family. My father-in-law played college baseball. My brother-in-law played college baseball. That same brother-in-law now works for the New York Yankees. My father-in-law was born in Chicago. He's a White Sox person through and through. Just excited for baseball playoffs that are coming up, even though the White Sox and Yankees are not a part of it, which are 2 teams in our family, but that's fine. Anyways, love it. Mayfield of Dreams. What a great name. Guys, that's all I got for the week 3 report. Look forward to talking to you next week for the week 4 report. Good luck to all those teams, except for whoever is playing me in the Merino division.